started.
All right, well, we're just picturing pictures, so it's fine.
I have a huge feedback line, but I guess it's fine. So this call is just to celebrate you. This is Vicki Azarian
on the call with me.
She is a VIP client of mine, and she's been incredible, moving mountains. So this call is just all to celebrate you,
Vicki.
Congratulations are also in order for intense program. And so I just wanted to celebrate you, all that you've accomplished, and just kind of put it out there for everyone. And I know this is live video, so it's weird if you've not done this before. So thank you for taking that action.
Sure.
I want to honor you in this conversation for your courage, because courage to jump on live on video without knowing really. I mean, you had an idea what to expect, but not only that, but take yourself on and just do what you need to do for yourself. And it's difficult for us. It's for so many reasons. But I really want to honor the courage to step into the room and to just do this. Okay. I see your little face on my screen, and I'm like, okay. So congratulations for being a passionate and kick-ass role model.
Thank you.
Vicki here, everyone. Vicki here is a huge inspiration to women everywhere,
to young women and older women and all women. And I am just honored to be your guide
in this journey, and
really
want to say thank you.
And
thanks.
Congratulations also because this is it's not just a celebration. It's finished the program with me, which was intense.
And I'll let you talk about it just a second. I promise. I want to give this intro for you.
So she just also made it, and this was a big congratulations for 4 months journey into the unknown with me. So I really, you don't be scared. You'll
don't be scared. You'll be fine.
She's like, what did I just do?
I don't know.
But really, it's the next level. It's really the next level of what we've been working on. I really look forward to it. So
everyone who's watching and everyone who knows,
keep your eyes
peeled and cheer her on, and you're going to see some really incredible shifts over the next few months.
And I just want to take a few seconds to be silent and honor you and just honor you. So I'm just going to be silent for a moment. I love you. You're awesome. Thank you for everything, for jumping on today. You know, before I turn it over to you, I want to say to everyone who's watching and that when we find our aligned teachers and guides and mentors in this lifetime, we know right away who they are. We just know. Sometimes we convince ourselves we don't need to take action right away, and then down the line, there it is, then we go, I knew that right away.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to you. I'm just going to stop looking at my notes, and I'm going to let it go with you. I have a few questions for Vicki, because I'm curious what Vicki has been going through. I mean, I know a little bit. I want Vicki to share with everyone. What did you know? Did you know right away that you wanted to? That's my first question.
Yeah, I mean, I think for some of the people who maybe aren't familiar with what our relationship is, Gail has been helping me through more of a spiritual journey. I was in a really bad place about a year ago. My dad had passed away, and I didn't realize that I hadn't processed any of that. She showed up in a social situation where we met, and I didn't know her. I didn't know what she did. And I knew from the minute I met her that there was something very special about her. And then I found out that she was a Reiki master, Reiki healer. And I'd been to Reiki before. I didn't really believe in it. It felt like just a good meditation, right? When I went to Gail, it was mind-blowing. Honestly, it was things that came up for her and me during our session. I knew at that moment there was sort of a connection. And I believe in my soul that there is like spiritual connection of humans. And you know, when you met someone that you've met them before, you've had an experience before, whatever it is, if you believe in reincarnation or whatever you believe in, I felt this instant bond. So I decided to go on this journey of more of a spiritual kind of heart healing journey. Because I feel like in this world right now, what we do is we all, you know, everyone goes to a psychiatrist for your head. Let me fix my head. Let me fix my head. Let me get some drugs. Let me get some Xanax or Prozac or whatever it is. And I felt I needed to fix my heart. And that's where we started. And it's been amazing and transformational. And to me, it's like therapy for the soul versus therapy for the mind. So that's how I look at it. Oh my God, my brother's watching.
Oh.
Hi, Greg.
Well, I'm glad. I mean,
I'm glad. I mean, that was really beautiful.
It's hard for me to tell people
It's hard for me to tell people or
explain what I do to people. It's easier for me to just show them. So I really appreciate how you said that. It was absolutely,
and I love that.
Yeah.
And it's cool your brother.
He probably just turned it off. He was like, what? Okay. Greg. This is part of my process.
What?
What?
I said it's part of my process.
It is part of your process.
That I'm.
It is part of
I think I'm like, tell me these things.
things.
Okay. So I'm just soaking that in for a minute. That's beautiful. So my next question is for you. What had you take the next step and make the clear? It was clear in your mind. You needed to sign on the dotted line that I explain to you what I do. And you're part of it. And then you had an opportunity to go further. So what was it? Do you remember what that was that you said?
Yeah.
What was
I mean, very distinctly, after my session with you, I came out of your, you know, where you work, and it was one, I found this feather. That feathers are a representation of my dad, and it was literally right there on the step, and I knew, okay, this was important to me. And then as I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I really should do more, and I wanted to do more. I just didn't even know what that would be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw your own transformation of yourself from where you were a few years ago to where you are today. And anybody who is listening, if you see a photograph, just a photograph of Gail from 2 years ago to who she is right now on this screen, you wouldn't even think it's the same person. Just this lightness and being is just so transformational that I felt I needed to get back to myself. I felt like I lost myself along the way, and especially when
I love you.
when my dad passed away. So it was very hard. Anyhow, so that was a lot of it.
Okay.
And just, you know, just life in general. So it's that was really the moment. So
I get that you just kind of glossed over that. It's tough to talk about it, especially live on. No, this is going to be out in the world so much later. But, you know, I really appreciate that. That's part of the courage I was talking about before, where being vulnerable enough to share that message of missing your father because all you've lost your father. It's huge.
It's huge.
And I thank your father.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marty showed up a few of our sessions for sure.
Yeah. Is he over your shoulder now? Okay. So will you just share briefly a little bit of, well, you kind of already did, your experience with the coaching program I mentioned a little bit earlier, finished an 8-week program where we journeyed through the chakras. Just, I guess, briefly, how was that for you? Was it what you expected?
I mean, I really had no idea what to expect. I mean, I never went through anything like this before. I mean, I've done my own spiritual healing and meditation and all of that, but I never really kind of went through it in a very organized fashion from the root chakra all the way up to the crown chakra. I mean, I've always had, even as a little kid, visions and feelings and people coming to me and dreams of other people's relatives that have passed away and things like that. So tuning into that even more was great. And I think just being focused within, because I find myself focused without or outside of myself a lot, whether it's with work or my family or my daughter or just being in New York is this very busy environment of things coming at you constantly. I felt like it was a time for myself to just focus within. And I felt a lot of change as we went through every chakra. Some were easier than others. But, you know, of letting go of things that don't serve me anymore, letting go of these constant thoughts that keep going through my head of should have done this, would have done that, what if that happened, what happened, you know, just all of these things that just kind of float through your head. So it was good, and it was important and something I needed to do. Yeah.
And again, and one of the things I noticed too, with everybody I work with, is that my journey is expanded because of your journey. So I just have to always feel grateful for everyone that comes into my life that hires me to work with them as their teacher. I'm on the journey with you, so I got to see and do my own transformation while you were transforming. It's just incredible. And yeah, I've seen your light just start to pour out. You're smiling through the ear right now. I know that you've seen that too. So I can go on forever about that. But what? So I only have one other question, and then we can go on our way today. But what are you looking forward to most in our next together? Your month adventure.
I mean, I guess it's just so much. I mean, I think, you know, I just feel that I just need to work on being true to myself. And that is my biggest hurdle is basically in my personal and my professional life of just being true to who I am, what I would like to achieve, and not just what's being imposed upon me. So being able to recognize what's energy of others that I'm taking on versus my own that I just want to pursue, things that I want to follow versus other. I mean, I'm not being very clear, but I think I just want to go deeper into some of the issues that I still harbor in myself.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a trick question because you have an idea of your route, you really have to start doing the research on it, and then it's going to come out.
I have an idea. I'm not sure I want to share it.
Don't worry. Put you on the spot a little.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you want to share? We've got this audience.
I mean, I just want to say, I mean, I know a couple of my friends have come to you already and done some work with you, and another one is coming tomorrow. And I think everyone has come out feeling like, wow, there was a deeper connection. There was a deeper sight into who they were, and not just someone who is kind of going through the motions of this intuitive healing. I mean, I've been to psychics, I've been to shaman, I've been to all of these kind of things. And working with you has been the most transformational and the most kind of intuitive of you see deeper. And you have these guides around you all the time that are kind of telling you these messages that mean nothing to you, but mean something to me. And I think that is what I find most important about the way that you work, is that a lot of them tell you exactly what this means. And I mean, I found a hard time connecting the dots in some of these situations, but you say, I don't know what this means, but this is what they're telling me. This is what I hear. And it 99% of the time made sense. If it didn't make sense at that moment, it made sense later on. So I really appreciate that. So
it blows my mind every time too. It really. Thank you for saying.
Of course, you're welcome.
Well, I don't really have much else to say. Thank you, Vicki, and congratulations. And I look forward to many more discoveries and surprises in the next few months. So.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Love you.